I know this is not the first time some of us are hearing about data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning, computer vision. These five guys can be a little bit confusing if you are still new to all these concepts in general. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you the simplest way we are going to understand these five guys in general. We are making use of this of our world, the continent, the countries, and the state, and some towns, to help to explain this concept, so it will be easier for you to understand. Think of this entire world that we are, which is our planet. Can think of it as the data science. Instead, like I said, our planet, can take it as a data science. Inside this of our planet, let's take a particular continent. I can take my continent, which is Africa. To take my Africa, I can look at Africa as an artificial intelligence, like a subset inside of that of the entire world. Not that continents are divided into many, I think there are about 6 or 7. So you can look at Africa as artificial intelligence. Inside of this Africa, we have countries that are inside it. Like I can take Nigeria as my country. Instead of this Nigeria I took, I can relate Nigeria as to that of machine learning. So let me start again, so we understand what I actually said here. Initially, I took the world, on inside of that this of our entire world, I took Africa as a continent, which I related to that of the artificial intelligence. Then inside of this continent, which is Africa, I made this. So I pick a particular country, Nigeria, which is my country. I look at that Nigeria as a machine learning. You can see that it's like they are all like a ball that is inside of a bigger ball. So inside of this machine learning that I took, which is Nigeria, I can take a particular state in Nigeria. I can look at Lagos, for example. I can look at this Lagos as deep learning. This particular section inside of this of our machine learning, can say subset, or can say a ball of this or fit. And inside of that of Lagos, can take a Victoria Island as that of the computer vision. Hope it's not confusing for us to understand these five guys. Actually, can take the entire world as the data science. You can see that data, everything has to do falls under inside of that of our data science, like the world example, the planet, which I use for the explanation. So the planet, which is related to that of data science, and then they took a particular continent, because these are basically being splitted down, where if you know at least your map, this shouldn't be hard for you to understand. The world is like a general, they have the galaxy, but let's not look at those guys. So the world, entire world that we're currently on, is there. You can look at it as data science. So you can pick a particular continent of your choice. I picked Africa, they have Europe, one of your choice. You can look at that. I look at Africa as artificial intelligence. So instead of that of Africa, we have countries inside it. So you can pick a particular country. I pick my country, which is Nigeria. I pick it as what is in machine learning. Instead of that, my country, Nigeria, we have what is called states and other particulars, maybe a town or other, this is the local government, a whole lot of this. So I pick a particular state, which is Lagos state, and that what deep learning. So after I pick a deep learning, so the computer vision is actually like a town that's inside of, I can say, a particular local government inside of, which I relate to as Victoria Island, a particular section, and that's this of our machine learning. I can say related that everything falls inside of this data science. Like data science is the bad guys. So inside of it, we have the artificial intelligence. Inside of artificial intelligence, we have the machine learning. Inside of that of machine learning, which will look at that of the deep learning. Inside of deep learning, we'll look at that of the computer vision. So there's still a lot of other subsets, but if you have this idea, it's easy for you to understand how all these guys actually relate and work. So if you find this video helpful, subscribing won't be a problem. So I'll be happy to see in my future video we'll be talking about all these guys well more detail. I just want us to have a simple knowledge about how all these guys is actually how they relate to each other. So I'll be happy to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.